21st Precinct, Sergeant Waters. Wait a minute, who is it? Shot your husband? Where? What's the address? Yeah? Yeah? 45 or 49? Well, where's the gun?
You're in the muster room at the 21st Precinct, the nerve center. A call is coming through. You will follow the action taken pursuant to that call from this minute until the final report is written in the 124 room at the 21st Precinct.
All right, you stay right there. I'll send the officers right over. Yeah. Right away.
21st Precinct. It's just lines on a map of the city of New York. Most of the 173,000 people wedged into the 9/10 of a square mile between Fifth Avenue and the East River wouldn't know if you asked them that they lived or worked in the 21st. Whether they know it or not, the security of their homes, their persons, and their property is the job of the men of the 21st Precinct.
The 21st, 160 patrolmen, 11 sergeants, and 4 lieutenants, of whom I'm the boss. My name is Kennelly, Frank Kennelly. I'm captain in command of the 21st. I was working my night tour, 4 p.m. to 8 a.m. The 4 to 12 tour had been exceedingly quiet, due in part to a heavy downpour of rain, which began early in the afternoon and continued until nearly 11. Troublemakers like to get wet no more than anyone else, and a good rain keeps them off the street. By midnight, when I turned out the platoon for the late tour, the sky had turned clear, although the streets of the city were still wet and glistening. After the men had marched out the front door of the station house, I went into my office to dispose of some accumulated paperwork and await the appearance of Patrolman Daniel Ritchie. He had requested to see me when he came off the job at midnight in regard to a leave of absence for the purpose of attending to personal business in Florida in connection with his father's estate. At 12:25 a.m., while I was so engaged, Sergeant Waters, who was supervising patrol, instructed his operator, Patrolman Elton Tyler, to pull their car to a stop at the curb near a call box on First Avenue, close to the northern boundary of the precinct.
Okay. I want to ring in.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Waters, box number 11. Let me talk to the lieutenant, will you, Vince?
Yeah. Hold on just a second.
Okay.
21st Precinct, Lieutenant Gorman.
Sergeant Waters, Lieutenant.
Yeah?
I went up there on First Avenue to take a look at that condition.
Yeah?
There's about a foot of water in the street at that spot, Lieutenant. Looks like the catch basin in the sewer is stopped up there.
Excuse me, officer.
Just a second, lady.
What did you say, Sergeant?
A woman just walked up and was speaking to me, Lieutenant.
Oh.
I'll be with you in a minute, lady.
All right.
All the water from the rain is just hung up there, Lieutenant. I think it'd be a good idea to notify the borough president's office and have them send a crew up to clean out that catch basin.
All right, I'll notify them.
Officer.
In a second, lady. They ought to get up there as soon as they can, Lieutenant. The traffic's slopping around that water.
Okay, I'll notify them right away.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant.
Yes, sir?
The detectives have a woman thief upstairs. Ring in about 15 minutes. You might have to ride down to the 19th and get a policewoman to search her.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. What is it?
I wanted to tell you I just shot my husband.
Yeah?
I did. I just shot him.
Where is it?
In that house there next to the corner. I live in there.
Where is he?
Upstairs in the flat.
All right. Let's go have a look.
I couldn't help it. I really couldn't.
Just a second. Tyler. Yes, Sergeant. Come on. Yes. What did you shoot him with?
A gun.
I know it must have been a gun.
Yes, Sergeant.
Come on with us. We've got a shooting. Yes. What kind of gun?
A shotgun, I think you call it. You know, gun about this long.
Is he dead?
I don't know. I did it and I ran out of the house right away. I ran out of the house to get some help. We got no phone, you know.
In here?
Yes, that's right. Second floor.
I'll get the door.
Yeah.
It's not locked. Didn't take my key.
It's not locked. Why did you shoot him?
I warned him, and he still came after me. I warned him to stay away from me.
All right. Where is the shotgun?
Upstairs. I left it upstairs.
When did this happen?
Just now, just a minute ago. I came out to call someone, call some help.
Must not have been a very loud shotgun. Nobody in the building heard it.
It was loud, all right. It was the loudest thing I ever heard.
Which apartment up there?
In the front.
That one?
Yeah. See, I left the door open when I ran out.
Whose gun is it?
His.
All right, go ahead.
I wish you'd go first.
No, you go in.
All right.
Well, where is he?
In there, in the bedroom.
Where's the gun?
In there, too.
All right. You go sit over there a minute.
Where?
Over there. Sit down on the couch if you want.
All right. I think I ought to sit down and...
Okay, Tyler.
Yes, sir.
Use your foot to push it all the way open.
Okay, Sergeant.
Robert. Stay there. Keep an eye on her.
Yes.
She shot him all right, but good.
Okay. Double barrel shotgun.
We'll leave it lay there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
She was good.
See? See what I mean?
Yeah, I see. Go on down the ring in, Tyler. Tell her what we got.
Yes, sir. Right away, Sergeant.
Close that door.
Yes, sir.
Is he dead?
I think so, yeah.
Well, I couldn't say I didn't warn him. I've warned him over and over again. That'll be in my favor, won't it, that I warned him?
Lady, take my word for it. You'll need a lot more than that in your favor.
On instructions of Sergeant Waters, Patrolman Tyler went downstairs to the street and walked to the police call box. From there, he notified Lieutenant Gorman, the desk officer of the homicide. Lieutenant Gorman, in turn, immediately informed the 21st Detective Squad and the Manhattan Communications Bureau. He then rang into my office and gave me what information he had obtained. I instructed him to have a car come by the station house to take me to the scene. As I walked out into the muster room, Detectives Novak and McInerney, who were on their way, stopped long enough to tell me that Lieutenant Matt King, the commander of the 21st Squad, had been called at his home, as is required in all homicides and all other serious crimes. In the meantime, the Communications Bureau dispatched an ambulance to the scene and notified the Manhattan East Homicide Squad, the New York County District Attorney's Office, the Medical Examiner, the Photographic Bureau of BCI, and, because a firearm was used, the Ballistics Bureau. In addition, 6 patrolmen from the 21st were sent to control the crowd of curious people who always gather on the sidewalk, and to keep back behind their doors other tenants of the building awakened by the excitement. When I arrived and started up the stairs to the second floor, an ambulance attendant from the Beth David Hospital passed me as he was going down. I continued on up.
Who's down there, Vaquero? Eisman?
Yes, Sergeant?
Get a 95 tag out of your car and bring it up here.
Hello, Sergeant.
What'd you say, Sergeant? Captain. A 95 tag. Get one out of your car and bring it up here.
Okay, Sergeant. What'd the ambulance attendant have to say?
DOA, Captain.
Mm-hmm. Who's here?
Only Novak and McInerney of the 21st Squad so far, Captain. Nobody's got here from the homicide squad yet. Want to take a look around?
Yeah.
Back there. Oh, just a second, Captain. Now, listen, you people. You were told to get inside your places and stay there. Now, get back in there. There's nothing to see here. That's just the way the door was standing open when we came up the stairs.
Uh-huh.
That's her, sitting on the couch. You want to talk to her, Captain?
In a minute. Let's see in there first.
Yes, sir. They've got 2 kids, you know.
Where are they?
At a fresh air camp. Girl 10, the boy 7.
Rough.
Yeah. She told me he came home about midnight. Said he was about 2/3 drunk.
Yeah?
She said he started after her, started to beat her. She ran in here, into the bedroom. She closed the door and pushed that chair up against it. She started pounding on it. Told him not to come in. Then she said he started pounding on the door harder. She went to the closet there and got the gun. She warned him if he came in, she was going to shoot him. Finally pushed the chair out from under the doorknob and came in. She fired. Fell right there. That's her story.
Her aim was sure good.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's talk to her.
Yes, sir. Hello, Captain.
Tyler?
Mrs. Whale, this is Captain Kennelly, commanding officer of the precinct.
You, want to tell me how this happened, Mr. Wheel?
I told him how it happened. The sergeant here and the detectives asked me. I told them how it happened. I don't feel like telling it anymore.
You're going to have to tell it a lot more times, Mrs. Whale.
What's your first name, Mrs. Wheel?
Eva.
How do you spell the last name?
W-E-A-L-D.
Your husband's name is Joe?
Yes, that's right.
I understand you have 2 children.
Yes, Margaret and Joseph Jr.
How old are they?
She's 10, the boy's 7.
Where are they?
They left Monday for a fresh air camp. They've been going for 2 years now. 2 weeks in the country. It's nice. Does them a lot of good.
What happened tonight?
Well, he was out drinking. He's an electrician. Gets off work 4:30 in the afternoon. He didn't show up for supper, and he didn't show up all night. Came home about 11:30, 11:45, something like that. All I asked him was where he was all night. He tried to push me to home. I said, well, Joe, I'm not going to stand being pushed around anymore. So I fought back a little bit. I said, he stopped him, and he pushed me around some more, so I ran in there in the bedroom. I closed the door, and I put the chair behind it. And he started hitting on the door, and I yelled to him. I yelled, Joe, you're not going to touch me. You're not going to put your hands on me. He said he was going to kill me. So I went to the closet and got out the shotgun, and I said to him, I yelled through the door, I yelled, Joe, if you come in here, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to shoot you. So he did. And I did.
How did you learn to shoot?
Oh, I knew. He showed me. He always wanted to take me duck hunting. He always wanted me to go with him, but I never did. He just showed me how to use the gun.
Was that the first time you ever fired it?
Yes, that was the first time. Listen, what can they do to me, do you know? I've got 2 kids to take care of. Can you tell me what they're going to do to me?
We don't decide that, Mrs. Wield. We just find out what happened and report it to the district attorney. He takes it up with the courts. We have nothing to say about what they do with you.
Oh. He would have killed me if I didn't do it. You don't know him. He got wild, really wild all the time. You can ask anybody in the building here. They'll tell you.
Yes, well, we'll find out all about it. What?
His mother. Who's going to tell her? I don't want to do it. I don't want that job.
Where does she live?
A couple blocks from here, that's all, on York Avenue.
What's her name?
Mrs. Wheel, too. Isabel Wheel. Who's going to tell her? Will somebody from the police department do it?
Yes. Somebody from the police department will do it.
That's good. I wouldn't have nerve to face her.
You had the nerve to shoot her son.
I know, but that's different.
Now, back to 21st Precinct and Captain Kennelly.
Within a few minutes, 2 detectives from the Manhattan East Homicide Squad and a photographer arrived. Pictures of the body and the surrounding conditions were made from every possible angle. Lieutenant King, the ranking officer of the detective division on the job, began to dictate to a stenographer from the homicide squad an accurate description of the body, its position in the room, and all other physical details that might later be needed as evidence before the grand jury or in court. A deputy medical examiner appeared, and while he was making his examination of the body, a detective from the ballistics bureau arrived to take custody of the shotgun used in the homicide. The deputy medical examiner made a preliminary report that death was due apparently to a shotgun charge in the chest and ordered the body taken to Bellevue for an autopsy. While awaiting the arrival of the morgue